Right then, YouTube, we're back. I've been AWOL for about 7 months. Where have I been? Just been busy, baby life, all that stuff, dad life. I've not posted anything since then. I've had some loads of nice bikes in, general stuff, but I had to stop here, think, right, let's YouTube this, because we've got this lovely book, and behind the lovely book, there's something nice to show you. Have a look. Look at that. So it's not one of these. It's not a Honda RC174. It's not an RC166. It's not even an Honda. What it is one of them milliard. It's not a milliard one though, but you'll all know it as a milliard. An FZR 256. It's not a 250 because it was a 250 or a 254. Now it's one of them where they cut the ends off, join it together. Some guys brought it in, wants exhaust pipes making, but he wants them making to the book. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whip you off the stand. We're going to have a quick look around that, maybe have a look at the book, show you what's going on. It's just, yeah, I'm a bit rusty, like I say. It's too good of an opportunity to miss, isn't it? This needs to be on YouTube because I don't think anyone has ever seen anyone make a set of Honda pipes. Possibly similar straight ones, not works copies. And you see them all the time on the bikes, then George Beale ones. They have that kind of pipe on. They're exactly the same. George Beale's Honda 6 replicas are pretty much exactly the same as that book. This, because it's a Yamaha, we're having to cut and shut it a bit. No cutting on or shutting, but with dimensions. So this bottom section here, not the same as the book, because this is not the same, is it? So everything else is the same. We've got to make it look the same. Definitely from there on, from fairing onwards. But you've got to make this bit fit that bit. To be honest with you, it's been one of the hardest jobs I've ever done. Because we're just basically building a model out of this book, the owner is, but we're using bits, or he's using bits, that aren't even the bits in this book. So, I don't know how he's done it, but yeah, if I take you off there, and we have a quick look round. Come and have a look at this beauty. We'll just have a look and not much talking, I think. Lovely. Right, I think we should probably show you the book. Get a quick idea of what we're looking at, and then have another look at the bike. So that's what we're aiming for, or the owner's aiming for. And I've had to copy the exhaust pipes just off these. This. That's what we're working with. That's what the owner's working with, though. So it is. It's hard. I'm on that section now. Do you see these little brackets? That's where I'm at now. Got to make these. That one down there. So we're halfway through, but you get the idea. That's what we're aiming for. Honda 6, proper works looking Honda 6. If you look, big drum brakes on the front. Big drum brakes on the front. This nice little curvy frame. I don't know where my finger is, but yeah, there. Lovely, exactly the same. That bit there all looks exactly the same. Even down to this engine mount here. That's to fit a Honda. If you look on that bike, it's the same, but it's like it's upside down because it's got to fit a Yamaha. But it looks the same. It's of the same style. It works Honda, but it's not. It's a totally different shape. The pipes are going to be the same. If you have a look at the pipes, I think on that image there in the book, we've got this mount coming down. I think the engine, like the ports, are here because the top of the valves are bolted to this and to that. That's where the engine should be. They should be sat like that. And then the exhaust ports are there. They have a bigger arc on them. This section here of that is longer, I think. But then these ones worked out perfectly fine. So that's them. And I'll tell you why no one has ever seen these being made before, because they're really hard to make. So we've got this seam top and bottom. If these pipes didn't have that seam top and bottom, they wouldn't be Honda pipes. That's what you think of when you think of a works Honda. You think seams top and bottom, bent. You know, everyone thinks, oh, they bent them. I bent it with my blowtorch. Did the old sandbending trick, so that's all sandbent. Like I say, it's like being at uni. I think this is like my final dissertation. This is Master Exhaust Builder. If you can pull one of them off, I've not pulled it off yet. I'm 3/4 of the way there. But if you can pull one of them off, It's master level, that, definitely master level. If we have a look now, well, I was showing you the brackets a minute ago, weren't I? It's different this, I'm doing it on my phone. I've always done it with a camera in the past, and it feels less official, if you get me. With a camera, it felt like more like I was doing it with a camera. Right, we're there, we're looking at them. I'm not doing these fairing brackets. Owner said he's going to sort them out, and I don't know how he's going to sort them out. We should probably be doing them, but he don't want them done. This little triangle bracket there behind the back, I've got one of them. Let's have a look. These are all my parts. These are my laser cut parts. I've drawn them off that book. So we've had that book out, scaled them all up on computer. This is what I think they should be. It's not even like I've scaled them out of the book. I've looked at them in the book, then I've looked at these, what I've got here, because these are different. Took an estimate of what that bracket should be, but making it look like the one in the book. There's the book. Then cut some cardboard templates and like made them out of cardboard first, just to get the scales right and the positions right. So even though I can work out the length of the brackets on that, it might be ever so slightly different on this. So I've worked them out on the bike, and then I've added a bit on. I think that's best plan is to add a little bit on. I've got this, that's that triangle bracket, and then I've had these made. These, no, wrong bit of ribbon that. No, is it? No, it's not. It's these ones here. I've had them made. I worked them out on computer to make this. So that's going to be that bracket. It's going to sit. Well, it's hard to get that to go together, but I'll show you. I'll come down low. Got phone camera on it. See how it's got that angle on it. That's going to sit on the back side of the Mega, so it'll sit like that, vertically up. That bit there just wants a little bit of a shape into it, you know, to make it into a curve for it to fit the Mega, and that'll sit stood upright like that. Like that, and plenty more. So these are going to be a tricky one. That needs to be shaped to match that, I think, and that fits on the back of the bike. That's one of the hardest ones you can see in the pictures. You can barely see it. You have to go proper flicking through this book to find one of them. It's interesting. I'll show you as I'm doing it. I think I might show a little bit of making them brackets. I'll show a little bit of the reverse cones because I've still got them to do. I'll show you reverse cones in a minute. Where have I seen? Oh, I'll tell you where I've seen that. They've got a set of exhaust pipes at the back that are just sat there on their own on a stand, and I think everyone will have seen this picture on the internet. It's one of them highly shaded pictures. These, it's just the engine and the pipes. You see that, you know that's a Honda 6, just off the pipes mainly. If you look here, I'm going to have to get that nice and steady. There's a bracket all the way down there, and it's hidden. So the triangle bracket's down there, and you've got this one that bends round. It's got that little vertical bit and a hump there in it. That bracket there, let's say, is that. That's my plan for that, with this long bit bent onto it. See this one here, 3 holes. I'll show you that one, and then we'll start making some brackets, I think. You see that one there? It's got 2 holes in it, 2 holes and a bolt hole in the top. Hopefully, the one I've got there is going to make that. Don't quite look right, but I think it might be the scale. The scale's really hard to tell in it. So I've got that in my hand there. It looks tiny in the book. Out there, when I folded that edge on and fitted it on back at Megaphones, I think it's going to be right. The only difference with my pipes and their pipes is they've got a fair big gap here, which they have on some and they don't on the others. So there is actually a gap there between that. You can't see it, but I can just tell by how much of that you can see. You can see the top of that middle Mega. So that means that one's sat there high, and if you look in the background there, massive gap. Whereas mine, I don't think there's a gap in them. Yeah, you can see it a little bit, that gap there. A bit of light coming through, but it's not a massive gap, it's tiny. So these are probably better, and I need to get the brackets made now so we can spread them apart. My plan for now, get these off, weld the reverse cones on, which I'll show you. I've got 6 of them laser cut. This is what you got to do when you're making 6 of things. It's a lot of chopping. Imagine if I had to chop all them bits out by hand. Got that. That's one of them cones rolled up. That's going to fit on there like that. So I need to take all 6 Megaphones off, weld them on. I think that's going to be stage 2, stage 3 probably. I made the pipes, I made the Megaphones first, I think, then I made the pipes to fit the Megaphones, got them all stacked up nicely, because I made the Megaphones first, because they're the key bit, got them stacked nicely, Got them running level here on the bottom. Then made the pipes to fit into them. Now I'm going to make these to finish them off. Then we've got 6 pipes, 6 megaphones. Then we can start making brackets. So basically, every time you take it off, you have to try and reposition them like that. That's a tricky job. That's the hardest bit of it. We're going to spin camera in then, because I'm used to using the big camera. Now we're going to put it in selfie mode. Or I was also going to put it in selfie mode, which is the normal thing you do with a camera, innit? But trickiest thing with this, it's not got a screen on that side, so I can't see myself. I don't know if I'm in shot. That's my plan. We'll get this made up, welded onto the end of there, start making some brackets. Right, I'll be back. Nice to see you, YouTube.